Hi everyone, and welcome to day 5 of Camping 101. Today I am at Fort Boggy State Park. I'm driving up to Yellowstone National Park this week. We're going to take a week to drive up there and stop at a bunch of state parks and national parks along the way, and then we'll be up in Yellowstone Grand Teton area, spending some time up there, and then driving back and hitting more great places. So we're gonna post about the road trip and all the different parks that we're stopping at along the way. But today I wanted to round out Camping 101 with where to go camping. So if you've been watching, we have walked you through all the basics, all the intro stuff that you need to plan your first camping trip. And if you haven't yet, there's a workbook, a comprehensive workbook that you can download at htxoutdoors.com/camping, or you can get it from the Bayou City Outdoors website as well. So you can see here, this is Boggy State Park, Fort Boggy State Park. There's a small lake behind me that looks like it'd be perfect for swimming, stand-up paddleboarding, bring a kayak in here, flat water or whitewater. You can practice your roll. And then there's a few camping spots. This park is pretty small. It's got about 1.5 miles or so of hiking trails, but it's a great stop if you're driving up to Dallas and you want to stop in the middle and just have a little break, eat your lunch. I'm going to eat my lunch here in a minute. So this is, actually I've never been here before, but it's really nice. There's lots of wildflowers and everything as well. A little bit closer to Houston is Huntsville State Park. That's one of our favorite places to go. There's a lake there, Lake Raven. There's about 10 miles or so of trails that you can hike on and bike on. So if you're a mountain biker, that's a great place to go as well. And it even has hills. So a lot of times when people are in Houston and they're thinking about going hiking or they're trying to plan for another trip, a big question we get is like, where are the hills? And Huntsville State Park does have hills there. Again, you're not climbing like, you know, a huge mountain or anything up there, but it definitely is a good spot to get some hills in. Another one of our favorite spots to go close to Houston is Lake Livingston. Lake Livingston, you also have the lake there. It's very large. You can actually bring a motorboat. There's boat put-ins, there's kayak rentals, stand-up paddleboard rentals, or you can bring your own, put them in the lake. You can go fishing. In the state parks, you don't need a fishing license if you're fishing in the state parks, and each one is different. So just check with the park rangers about if it's a catch and release or not. But Lake Livingston is a great place to go camping as well, and the water only spots up there are right near the lake, so you get great views of the sunset at Lake Livingston. So Lake Livingston and Huntsville State Park are two great places. They're just north of Houston to go camping for your first time, because they're close enough where you could just drive home at any point if you're not having a good time. So great places for your first time to camp. A few other places around. One thing that you want to think about when you're deciding where to go camping is the weather. So we talked a little bit about this already, but it's going to be a lot hotter in the Houston area. So I tend to do my camping in the Houston area around in the spring and in the fall and the winter. For the summertime, I'm either going to go to the hill country area or someplace that has more elevation, or even start traveling like we're going to Yellowstone. So for Houston, it depends on how much of the heat you can handle. What you want to do is you want to, again, take a look at the average temperatures, and then I prefer to camp when the low temperature is going to be about 65 degrees or less. That's where I'm going to be comfortable. If it's much warmer than 65 degrees at night, it depends on how humid it's going to be as well. I definitely look at the humidity, because a drier heat, it could be a little bit warmer and you'll still be comfortable. But take a look at the low temperatures, and if you're typically hot already, take that into consideration when you're planning. So some places to camp in the summertime. Gardner State Park, which we just went to last weekend, is a great place to go camping in the summer. It's going to be really hot during the day, but even throughout the summer, the temperatures should stay around 75 degrees or so. Of course, there's always the random heat wave. If you are going to camp in the summer when it's getting really hot during the day, like in the 80s and the 90s during the day, make sure you bring plenty of water, do water activities, and make sure that you're planning shade or ways to cool off during the day so that you can avoid heat stroke. But any of the campgrounds that have water near them, those are great for the summertime. And then, so Gardner State Park is one of those. Guadalupe River State Park is another one. Or you can go to Galveston State Park as well and camp on the beach. Now, when you're camping on the beach, you know, it's just like going to the beach for the day, right? Like, you're gonna get sand and everything. So if you don't really enjoy going to the beach for the day, you may not like camping on the beach, but you definitely can camp on the beach, and then you're right there with the ocean and everything. So in our workbook, we have a little bit more detail about our favorite places to camp by season. So go ahead and download that at htxoutdoors.com/camping. And if you have any questions about any of the state parks or any national parks, any parks in general, about where to go camping, just feel free to email me at amyhope@htxoutdoors.com. Put it in the comments section, or, you know, just contact us and we'll help you as much as we can. That's it for Camping 101. And like I said, I'm starting my 3-week road trip today. So throughout the next 3 weeks, we're going to be posting a lot more about the different places that we stop along the way. Stop number 1 is Fort Boggy, just a couple hours north of Houston. I'm going to have lunch here, and then I'm going to keep heading over towards Palo Duro Canyon. All right, guys, see you next time.